Tough day on people today, but probably a nice day to be a deer in Colorado. Our camera near Lookout Mountain catching these deer just hanging out. Some of them standing, some of them sitting down, enjoying the snow and the near zero temperatures.
Yeah, I saw a robin digging it too. I don't get it. Humans and dogs, not so much. It's kind of like a day that you've got to get out there and get back in as soon as you can. We only reached 10 degrees here in Denver, and the worst of the cold is yet to come. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
I'm Tom Green. Our official bug there, right there at the bottom of your screen, says it's now 7 degrees. Single digits is not great. The cold, though, doesn't stop all the work all around Colorado. People are still out and about in the elements. They've got jobs to do.
Some of those are jobs dependent on many of us when it snows. Some construction sites throughout Denver slow down to keep people inside, but many people, you still got to get out there. You got to hustle despite the Arctic air. For more on how winter isn't slowing down the work, let's get to Jeremy Hohola, who's outside also working in the cold today. Jeremy.
Yeah, that's right. We went out today. We found some people who deserve those Employee of the Month awards for braving the cold, but these folks are never going to get those because they are small business owners. They are their own bosses, and they cannot let winter slow them down because they have customers to serve. This is the type of cold that freezes everything and makes the mile-high city feel lower than a snowman's socks.
We try to take a little break from here now when it get a little too frigid.
Who would call this blistering cold a blessing? Willie Richardson.
This is a business that God has blessed us with since 1999 up until now.
Willie and his employee Roberto are among the few people actually working outside and having a blast in this Arctic blast. On this day, it's cool to be in the snow removal business.
We're pretty busy today. Got up this morning about 4 and probably won't get through it probably about 3 or 3:30 today.
When temps are in the single digits, frostbite can hit the skin in less than 30 minutes without the right gear. Roberto's got a heated thermal on.
It's like a battery thermal.
Oh, really? So it's a thermal, huh? So it has a battery in it. But it's also the work ethic that keeps them really going.
Today is just a day to just get out and reflect and see all the people bundled up, and that's give us the strength to just keep on doing what we're doing.
A few miles away on Federal and 10th, hell has not frozen over. Hell's Tacos, I should say. Food truck owner Sergio Ortiz is setting up a warming tent for his loyal customers before the lunch hour. ¿Y cómo te sientes hoy con el frío?
Pues un poco incómodo, ¿verdad? Por el tiempo, pero pues tenemos que salir adelante. Hay muchas personas de las cuales dependen de nosotros y pues tenemos que trabajar.
Ortiz has been slinging tacos at this location for nearly 3 years now, and Willie has been slinging snow for 26. No matter if it's the dead of winter in Denver, there's always a living to be made and rightfully earned.
Wet weather gear, wet weather boots, thermals on, all that good stuff, coffee in the truck.
You're layered up.
Layered all up, and when I get home, my wife should have some of that good chicken soup ready for me.
Right on. Yeah, that chicken soup sounds really good. It always comes back to food, right? In the meantime, as we were driving around the city this morning, we noticed construction sites really slow. It was 5 degrees out while we were out. Right now, it's really warmed up now to where we are, about 7 degrees. Getting hot out here.
Oh, sure.
Live in downtown Denver, Jeremy Hohola, 9 News.
I can tell you.
Chicken soup and tacos.
Yeah, I mean, indoors, they sound great.
Yeah, indoors they sound great.
Indoors.
Sound pretty good, Jeremy. Thanks very much. Yeah. It's going to be getting colder soon, even worse. And Kathy's with us now telling us more about that.
That's right. As skies clear tonight, the coldest air of this Arctic outbreak will settle in. So our lows will go below 0, but it's the wind chill values that could go to 15, 20 below that has prompted National Weather Service to put out a cold weather advisory. Travel on I-25 much improved over what we saw earlier today, with about 2 to 4 inches of snow and ice on the roadways and bitter cold temperatures. This is where we started today. -2 at DIA, 1 above in Greeley, 11 below in Yuma, the low -2 in Sterling. Outside right now, we've had some sun, but that cold air, the cloud cover settling in. 8 degrees in Denver, 9 in Greeley, 4 in Lyman. Factor in the wind. We're starting to see some of the wind chills like Burlington go to 12 below. Wind chill will become a big weather headline as tonight's skies clear. Cold weather advisory in effect through 8 o'clock tomorrow. We will wake up to bitter cold, but then we're off and running with sunshine and temperatures above freezing. And then we're going to set our sights on a big weekend storm that will bring feet of mountain snow, 1, 2, even 3 feet of snow. We're starting to see the snow and ice pull away from Colorado. The cold weather advisory starts at 8 o'clock tonight. Again, wind chills to 25 below. You need to remember yourself and, of course, your animals and your kids. And then we're going to focus on snow coming into the mountains this weekend. Already a winter storm watch that goes out tomorrow afternoon for over a foot of snow. Much more on this with your extended forecast coming up.
This morning, a truck driver was killed in a crash with a CDOT snowplow. Now, this happened in Huerfano County at about 5 a.m., just a few miles north of Walsenburg. Investigators say the semi ran into the back of the plow. The plow truck driver was also hurt and taken to the hospital. And despite these bitter cold temperatures, King Soopers employees are still out there on the picket line, now on day 6 of what is a scheduled 14-day strike. Since it began, both sides have been trading accusations, and King Soopers has filed a federal lawsuit against the workers' union, accusing it of forcing the company to bargain with labor unions outside of Colorado. In just a few minutes, we'll take a closer look. Our 9 News legal analyst is going to join us to further discuss where things stand. If you had a rough morning, Colorado actually had it easy compared to some other areas around the country. Kansas City, Missouri, not only dealing with a Super Bowl loss, they also had to deal with 3 inches of fresh snow that fell this morning there. Even higher snow totals hit the East Coast, up to 8 inches in some spots in Delaware. That snow is not going to stick around very long in that area, with rain in the forecast and temperatures expected to rise all the way up to 50 degrees there tomorrow.
An update to a story that we brought you as breaking news yesterday at 4 o'clock. We learned a 17-year-old was shot and killed in an RTD parking lot. Another person was assaulted during the incident at the Dayton station. That's right off of I-225. Happened just after 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. A lot of schools were delayed, released because of this. The Arapahoe County Coroner's Office will release the victim's name after the family is notified. Right now, Greenwood Village Police are still looking for a suspect. Anyone with information is asked to give them a call.
President Trump is nominating a Coloradan to head the Bureau of Land Management. Kathleen Sagama has been with the Western Energy Alliance since 2006. Trump made that nomination yesterday. She's an oil and gas advocate, supporting the president's call to boost liquefied natural gas exports and to reduce regulations as far as drilling on public lands. And right now in Washington, everyone continues to try to find their footing while President Trump and his administration try to reshape the federal government.
And as that reshaping takes place, the committee that oversees Elon Musk Doge employees says it's digging for answers. NBC's Tom Costello has details from Washington.
President Trump back in the Oval Office one day after an extraordinary appearance with Elon Musk.
If I need a vote of Congress to find fraud and abuse, it's fine with me. I think we'll get the vote.
Outlining his plans to reshape the government. While on Capitol Hill, the House subcommittee that oversees Musk's Department of Government Efficiency is searching for answers from Doge employees. Republicans defend the cutbacks and the firings.
President Trump won an electoral landslide with a clear mandate from the American people to eliminate Washington waste.
Democrats want an in-person explanation from Musk, but Republicans blocked that.
Come and testify in front of the American people under oath, because we want to know what you're up to.
Doge says it's looking to save taxpayers money, but inflation numbers suggest Americans are already paying more.
Welcome to the age of Trumpflation.
The cost of almost everything ticked up last month. Today, President Trump blamed former President Biden for inflation, despite promising this as a candidate.
I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Yeas are 52, nays are 48. Nomination is confirmed.
Better news for President Trump. His controversial pick to lead the intelligence community has been confirmed. Nearly all Republicans voted to confirm Tulsi Gabbard, despite concern that Gabbard made sympathetic comments about Russia, supported Edward Snowden, who leaked classified information, and had no experience in the intelligence community. Only Senator Mitch McConnell joined Democrats in opposition. Other news, President Trump says he has spoken with both Russian President Putin and Ukrainian President Zelensky regarding the war in Ukraine. Mr. Trump says Vice President Vance and Secretary of State Rubio will head to Munich to begin talks about ending the war. Ukraine's President Zelensky has offered a deal to President Trump: Ukrainian rare earth metals, essential to technology, in exchange for more U.S. military aid. In Washington, I'm Tom Costello, NBC News.